Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, Moss Crossings. My name is Moss, and today is going to be a really fun speed build because I'm going to be working on a sunken waterfall on my island, Fair Falls. And I'm going to be working with a pretty small, pretty limited space and just trying to make it work. So maybe this can also serve as a bit of inspiration for making a smaller space or a more convoluted space kind of work for the thing you want to do. So I'm going to be making this sunken waterfall on this area right next to where I am right now in the top left corner of the map, and I'm also going to be working on the waterways around that area and kind of reworking some terraforming and stuff. So it's going to be a pretty terraforming heavy build, which is fun. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This is the main area where the sunken part of this build is going to be, the sunken waterfall, and you're mostly going to be able to see this while standing in the orchard. I feel like I say this in every video, but I did not really go into this with a plan in any particular way, and I ended up reworking a whole lot of the terraforming around the fairy forest part of my island, especially around this area near Tia's house. I pretty much completely redid this terraforming. I really wanted to put a bridge somewhere in here, and I eventually figured out a way to do that. But I pretty much completely reworked this area, and I think that it looks better now. So that's what you'll be seeing. I know that like a lot of this build is not actually about the sunken waterfall, and I'm actually working on things around that area more than the waterfall itself, but hopefully that's okay. I just needed to do a lot of terraforming on my island, and I was just trying to get all that done. I feel like sometimes I put off terraforming because it feels like a very daunting kind of task, and I feel like with terraforming, a lot more so than decorating, I'm kind of worried that I will do it badly and that I'll make something that looks bad and doesn't make sense and doesn't flow well. And I mean, I do sometimes make things that don't flow very well, but I think that this makes sense, like with the bridge and the incline that I'm gonna put back like next to that waterfall right there. I think that the work that I'm doing in this video ultimately does make the island more navigable, which is always a good thing for me because that's like something I struggle with a lot usually. I've made a lot of picnic areas in Animal Crossing, especially on this island, but this might be like the cutest, most idyllic little picnic area I've ever made. I think that if I was going to have a picnic anywhere on my island, it would be there. My house was definitely starting to get in the way here because I didn't move it beforehand, but I am going to move it in this video pretty soon, just like off to the other side, because I wasn't anticipating these cliffs that I was building here because I just don't plan ahead for anything. But I'm going to be moving the house over to the leftmost side of this area and saving all of that space for the farm that I'm going to make around my house. This is not a different time of day. I time traveled to a new day, and it was like the most darkest, gloomiest rainstorm that I've ever seen in Animal Crossing. And I thought about like time traveling again for the sake of the video, but I actually think this is really cool. I was enjoying it. I really like rain and storms and stuff, so. This is where I finally made the unfortunate realization that I had a waterfall just going into nothing here. So I really wanted to connect it to this other stream so it would be going somewhere. So I had to dig up this tree and like rework this path and everything and make it a thing that you hop across. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. With all of this waterscaping, I was just kind of messing around. I pushed it off the back of the island and forgot about it, as I often do with my rivers, but I might end up reworking this a lot at some point. I just wanted to give a little bit more intricacy to this waterscaping and have it continue behind the cliff that I had built. And so that's just what I'm doing with it right now. I'm probably gonna rework it a little bit. I might even widen the river in the back and add a bridge or something like that, but we'll see. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed building it, because this was really fun, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So if you would like to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I hope that y'all have a really great day, and I will be back so soon with new videos. Bye-bye!